CJ back here with a video. Shut up, phone. Talking about this gaming chair. Shut up, phone. Down. That I recently acquired from a company. They're a local company out here in Utah where I live. And I'm just showing you guys the chair a little bit. It spins very easily. I like that, honestly. I like spinning the chair. So the main thing about this chair, of course, is a gaming chair. You know, it's a nice chair. Adjustable back for your back, for your back, obviously, so you can sit at what angle you want. Adjustable height, so you can lower or make it taller. Same with the armrests. But the real thing about this chair is the vibration. So what I mean is, this is a vibrating gaming chair, which it's it's a bit of a gimmick, but I was speaking with the CEO, and he's basically said we wanted to take the theater seats, the vibrating ones and the interactable chairs, and just make a gaming chair, just whatever. So they did. It turns out this chair is more disabled people friendly than originally thought, and they didn't even set out to make this chair accessible to the blind or deaf, but it happened to be that way because this chair works by converting. Okay, phone. Thank you. By converting the sound in game to different vibrational patterns and strengths. So it has a vibration. Well, I want to make sure the camera. Okay, that should be fine. It has like a vibrational piece or technology, equipment stuff in the seat and the back of the chair, and it vibrates at different strengths depending on what sound it's picking up. So music obviously will interfere with this, so I turn music off in my demonstrations or when I tested the chair. And it picked up a lot of things. It's not very practical for someone who's blind. I mean, it'll help. It's an extra layer of awareness with the tactile feedback of the chair. So, for example, a shotgun shot, like from the Mag 12 shotgun and BO4, it made the back of the chair vibrate a lot because I think if I remember right, the back of the chair picks up like the deeper, bassier sounds like a gunshot. And then the bottom of the chair picks up like the higher frequency sounds, so like footsteps or something. It's interesting because it picks up different sounds go to different parts of the chair, so it's kind of nice. The main benefit I found from it was like a proximity sensor when certain sounds, when I got close to certain things. So for example, a zombie's footstep was far enough away where I could hear them and stuff, and turn to shoot at them. But when they got close enough to where they were about to hit me or I could knife them, that's when the chair started vibrating, indicating, hey, you're really close to them. Same thing happened with the mystery box. Of course, every single sound you can have in game gets transferred into the chair. So to isolate certain sounds, it can help isolate certain sounds if if you're having trouble learning them. As for the biggest issue with it is not necessarily the chair itself, it's the PlayStation. The PlayStation 4 does not allow for multiple output devices or audio devices, so you can't do the chair and a headset or the chair and a sound system because it runs through the optical cord or the optical slot in the back of the PS4 and the USB port on the front of the PS4. Now Xbox, of course, they have their own thing. I don't know how it works on the Xbox, where cords go and things like that, but I tested with the Xbox as well. And I was able to use the Xbox with the headset and the chair at the same time, which that's the best experience for me personally. Like that extra level of feeling, literally, like my gunshots when I'm hit, when I'm near something or zombies getting close to me, like that extra sense really benefited, really benefited me in the sense that, like if I'm focusing on my attention in front of me, I can feel when they're behind me. Of course, you can still hear them, but you can get a sense for how close they really are. So overall, this really isn't beneficial for someone like me. I mean, it's nice, if my PS4 would let me, then I'd be using it all the damn time. The vibration part. For now, I just simply sit in it and use it as a gaming chair. It's not a big deal. But if I can, I will, occasionally just, plug it in, have it set up, and just run through TV speakers. Not the ideal way to do it, but it's still fun. It's fun. Where it really benefits someone is when they're deaf. Now, here's the thing. I'm not deaf. I can't really say much about it. But I've sent this chair, the link with all the details and price and all that will be in the description. By the way, use code TJTheBlindGamer at checkout for 10% off. Yeah, shameless little plug there. the few deaf people I've spoken with and showed this chair, they really like it, especially Karen Stevens. She's, if you don't know who she is, look her up. She works for EA Games. But she was like, she seemed interested in the chair. There's a deaf gamer I spoke with on Reddit. He seemed interested. There's quite a few people interested in this thing. It is a bit pricey, but personally, yeah, I recommend it just because, I mean, if you don't like the vibration part, that's fine. But the chair itself is pretty damn comfy. I'm not going to lie. Like, you have this thing right here. It's, I'm not sure if yeah, it's hard to aim a camera with a camera phone when TalkBack won't tell you when it says something. So, of course, you have it's pretty comfy seat. But one thing I like about this is the lumbar support, so you can adjust this to where you want it. I leave it in my lower back because my lower back has problems. And then you also have, if my finger won't be in the way, headrest. I don't lean back when I play games, so I sit forward, so it's not a big deal for me. But you can take it off if you want. So you can just. What I did was when I actually use the vibration part, I take the lumbar and the headrest off, and I just feel the vibration through the whole chair, so it works. It works out for me. So yeah, like I said, link will be in the description for the chair itself and like details and this and that. So like I said, they are local, but doesn't mean they're a bad company. I mean, I like them. They're pretty cool. So overall, the chair itself, it's a nice product. It's unfortunate that the PS4 says no to multiple devices. Because if PS4 let me, then I'd be like, hey, I'll use the vibration and all that. But for now, I use it as a gaming chair because really it's the only gaming chair I have, and besides that, it's pretty comfy. Honestly, like I've tested some other gaming chairs, not really tested them, but like my family has some chairs, and all of the ones that they have, I'm like, eh. I mean, my butt or back starts getting sore after a bit, and this one I'm like, it's pretty comfy. So, especially I don't know what they put in here, but like, it's pretty. I like it. I'm pushing it. Just, I don't know. I'm weird. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of video. I really haven't done anything like this before, just because I really haven't had opportunity to. But hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys check out the link and use my code, let me know. I'd really appreciate if you guys do. If you know anyone who's blind or deaf, feel free to show them this video. I'm trying to spread the word because honestly I like these guys and I like their products, so I recommend it. So I did mention how this chair interacted with Call of Duty. I might as well just. I tested it with Mortal Kombat without a headset because I tested at home with that. Tested Diablo with it and tested Resident Evil 6. Now I tested these games just because they were the ones on my hand, and because they're what I hear most people play: Mortal Kombat, Diablo, and Resident Evil, and now Call of Duty. Now that people are hearing about BO4, so I tested Mortal Kombat. Of course, being hit and hitting enemies, the sound's going to pick up in the chair, so you can really feel that punch or whatever you're doing. Dialogue, it'll pick up dialogue and vibrate depending on the voice, depending who's talking, depends on how strong how strong the vibration is and where it vibrates. So it's not very useful in Mortal Kombat unless you really want to get that immersive feeling of I just knocked him half across the screen or whatever. So I wouldn't really recommend it for Mortal Kombat unless you're into that. For Resident Evil, Resident Evil 6 isn't the most ideal game to test this thing in because you have a lot of ambient noises, like especially the chapter I tried Leon Chapter 2, where you start out in the not the cathedral, the cemetery, and there was lightning flashes and thunder and all this stuff. So I was picking up, and it was pretty good. It's pretty receptive to what it was picking up, and it vibrated accordingly, and different strengths and stuff. But it just drove me nuts because it was like, okay, can you stop vibrating? Because all this stuff going on in Resident Evil, there's a lot of sounds in that game. And finally, Diablo. There's one thing that I really, really wish I could do with Diablo. Okay. The biggest problem for me for Diablo is there's no tactile feedback for when you're being hit. Now, I'm sure there is somewhere. I mean, I just haven't found it in settings, or maybe it's PC exclusive, or for whatever reason. I don't know. But the biggest problem for me for Diablo is I can't feel when I'm being hit. Like, I can hear it and stuff, but sometimes it gets lost in my hitting the enemies or all these other attacks. So I get kind of lost in it. But the chair allowed me to feel when I'm being hit. Of course, I had to discern it between myself being attacking and being attacked and all these other crap going on and sounds. But when I was able to identify, okay, I'm being hit, I was able to dodge and whatever I needed to get to take less damage and this and that. So that's one thing I'll say. If you play Diablo and you're blind and you can handle TV speakers, I mean, it's not ideal, but if you really want to have the extra sense of, okay, you know, what sounds are going on and this and that, I mean, it's pretty nice. I mean, at the very least, at the very least, I still unplug my headset and stuff and mess with it, but for right now, I just, I have it unplugged and turned off. Let me see if I can, hold on. Oh, my back hurts. Wow, hello. So, let me see, I think that's the lens, right there.
Uploading one video, 133 megabytes,
Right
160
there,
megabytes.
there's a little knob you turn on the side so you can adjust the strength of vibration, as well as there's the, where is it? Oh, I think that's it. There's like a little thing right there, you can plug it in. So how it works, let me stand back up. I'm gonna sit in it actually, because I feel like it. Wow. Oh god. I apparently had the chair like leaned far back and that was creepy. Actually, no, I'm gonna stand back up. Anyway, so, can I fix the...
0 hour 11 minutes 39 seconds. Capture button. Stop button.
Oh. I was trying to see if I can flip it back to my face, but I guess not. I'll just keep showing the chair. Boop, hello chair. So, how it works is, when you first receive it in the box, I mean, it's gonna be in a box, of course, it's shipping. So, you gotta build the chair, which I don't know because I couldn't read the instructions, so my dad and brother helped me build it. I don't know. I mean, I guess it could be difficult if you can't see it, of course, to read the instructions.
Uploading one video, 135
But
megabytes,
I'm sure you
160
can
megabytes.
find some way to get help, like Be My Eyes or KNFB, or have a sighted friend come over and help you or something, or family member. But so once everything's done and built, okay, everything's done and built, the chair is good to go. How it works is there's a few things you plug in. There's one part you plug into the back of the PS4, which is the optical cord, or the back of the Xbox, and it takes up the optical cord slot, which overrides all audio, so it basically just sends everything here to the chair, except for TV speakers. It's weird. Next thing is that optical cord plugs into a receiver box that transmits the signal, or receives the sound signal from the PS4, runs it into that box. That box is connected to another box that's another receiver that transfers the signal into the chair. So there's a lot of cords and stuff set up. Like, it really isn't that much once it's all put together, but if it's all like jumping in one spot, it's kind of messy. But as for like the chair itself and once it's all set up, it's not really that cumbersome. If you have the chair, like under a desk or something, it's not going to be like out of place when it's all plugged in and set up, like all the cords and stuff. Like I said, so there's the part on the side that you can adjust your
Uploading one video,
strength of your
138 megabytes,
vibration,
160 megabytes.
and there's a knob on one of the signal receivers that determines the strength of the signal received, and then determines strength. So it's like there's two different knobs you can alternate and mess with. So overall, that's about it. Oh, one more thing, because it transfers all sound into the chair as vibrations, it means all sound. So what you can do is you can actually mess with the what vibrates and what doesn't in game. So like turn music off, of course, and like if you really just want to feel like footsteps and gunshots, you can turn down voice volume, turn down music volume, turn down whatever volumes that don't turn down or turn off gunshots and footsteps, and there you go. You can just feel gunshots and footsteps. Of course, you can hear them through the TV or whatever. But that's about it, So you don't only just adjust it through the knobs, you adjust it through the in-game sound as well. And it also vibrated whenever menus were navigated, so that way you can literally feel how many are going up or down, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever in the menus. So that's kind of a nice thing, honestly, I like about it. Is sometimes, like, if there's a bunch of sound going on in the menus for whatever reason, I can't hear it. Like if I go up or down, then it's like, okay, I'm feeling, okay, 1, 2, 3, okay, go. So that's the last thing I want to mention. Again, TJ the Blind Gamer at checkout for 10% off. Link will be in the description to all the details about the chair and stuff like that. On top of that, yeah, that's about it. I mean, I thought there was more, but my mind went blank. So, hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know if you guys, like, based on this video alone, or if you guys look at the link, just let me know what your thoughts are, and if you're gonna, if you think about purchasing this item. Personally, I recommend it, not because the sponsorship thing, but honestly, just it's a good product. Like, it's a good chair. Like, just the chair itself is pretty cool. I mean, it gives a lot of, like, really in depth. It takes a lot of, tech and a lot of sound. It's just like, wow, like all the stuff they put into this thing. It's like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. But anyway, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed. Bye bye. No more TJ.
Pause button.
If my
Pause
phone.
button. Stop button.